Now, more than ever, teams must come together and work together to solve big challenges, and Trello is here to help. Trello, part of Atlassian's Collaborative Suite, is an app with an easy-to-understand visual format, plus tons of features that make working with your team functional and fun. With Trello, you can work with your team wherever you are, whether it's at home or in an office. Keep your workflow going from wherever you are with Trello. Try Trello for free and learn more at Trello.com. That's Trello.com.
Dan and Ren and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jams with co-hosts Arm and Dan. Bender, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits, the funny hits, and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to a mini episode of Dumb People Town. Population you.
Population positive energy, Brody Stevens.
Yes.
You got it.
Pushing.
Brody, for the number of times we just go into your cadence and your I get laughs on cadence alone.
On cadence alone, I get laughs.
Pushing energy. It's just from, I don't know, maybe it's getting nervous. It's not wanting to stutter. I have a nasal drip. I don't know.
Do you have a nasal drip?
I think so. I think I have some plumbing issues in my
Let's work it out, man.
I've taken the 118.
I do. Pre-chips, post-chips.
I want you to give me, just tell me, and just in the most Brody way, how you got here today.
Just the streets you took.
Just the streets you took to get here.
I took Burbank, started at Riverside, made a left on Tahunga. Could have done Lancashire, but I get confused at the Lancashire-Vineland interchange.
It is a big one.
Made a left, then a right on Burbank. And there were 2 car accidents today on Burbank. A lot of aggressive driving.
Yeah, I love it. They knew you were coming. Well, we've got you here, and I'm so happy that you're here because I feel like one of the things you do the best, whenever I've seen you do anything, your stand-up, as you talk to an audience, warming up a crowd, as you did for our pilot a couple of years ago, whenever you do what you do, even judging the roast battle, you try and understand the people and why people make the decisions they make. You're a very curious person.
Yes.
And you like to connect with people.
Yeah.
So you're going to be perfect for this. We're trying to understand dumb behavior because we believe that the world is getting dumber.
They are.
As we speak, bro.
Because they need teaching, they need coaching, they need parenting. You guys understand all that.
Of course. Well, this is where we get to do all those things with our good friend Dan Van Kirk, who's here.
Hi, friends.
Dan.
How are you?
Hello, sir.
And this is a mini episode. This is your weekend snack. Enjoy it. This is a bite-sized snack with the great Brody Stevens, and we have a story, so let's jump right in.
We do. I love doing these stories, too. We're up to 22,000 people following the Facebook page.
Thank you to everybody, and thank you to everybody who signed up for the drip. I hope you're enjoying the sort of extra content.
Nasal drip.
We get an extra drip. We get an extra episode, little mini-sode for the
one
drip.
that last week with the guy who would not let his shower end, no matter what got in his way.
It was really
super
fun.
If you're a member of the Facebook page, you should be a member of the drip. It's a small commitment, and it's something that will give you something extra that you'll love. We have great new pieces of merch that you will get if you're a part of the drip thing. So lots of cool stuff on the horizon. We want you guys to be a part of that. We have 22,000 people on the page. I think we can get up to at least 5,000 people.
I agree.
On the drip. So let's set that as a goal. If we do that, then we get Jan Flato his money back in 10 months.
There you go.
There's only one way.
So you're saying you have 22,
Yeah.
and then you're
22K.
shooting for 5.
We're shooting for 5 out of that to support this system of support.
So I'm seeing a 5 and a 22.
Yeah.
My birthday, May 22nd.
Hey, 22nd.
You got it.
You got it.
Yes.
Numerology.
Numbers matter. They do.
All right. Dan, let's
Okay,
get
ready?
it. Yes.
Emerald is my birthstone.
It is.
Yes.
You got
True
it.
story.
I know.
522.
Emerald City, Seattle.
That's where he's from.
Get ready?
Started there.
I mean, where he's
comedy.
comedy.
Yes.
My high school girlfriend, May 22nd.
There.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Goodie. It's a goodie.
Wow.
Yeah. Tommy John, pitcher, surgery, May 22nd.
You should have said
Birthday.
I had
No way.
Brody Stevens surgery.
Yeah. We
Jimmy John's.
pushed for that to
Tommy
change.
John, Jimmy John's.
I had Jimmy John surgery. I had a sub put into my elbow.
That's one of my bits.
You ready for this? This was sent in by Miller JJDJ.
Miller JJDJ. What would JJDJ do?
Also, is that maybe just like the
Miller
coolest
JJDJ.
DJ name?
WJJDJ
Miller?
Yes.
Miller Park, been there. Milwaukee, Fonzie statue.
You got it. We've been there too. We ran the sausage race.
Yeah. So
You did?
Yeah.
You did?
Kosher.
At Miller, who won?
We tried to do a bit. I was ahead, and then I pulled.
Wait, who were you?
I was a
I
Polish
was the Polish sausage, and I
Wait,
was
you
the
put
No,
on
you were
Italian.
the
costume?
chorizo.
I was the Italian sausage.
But let's tell any townies who don't know what we're talking about.
So in the 7th inning at Miller Park in Milwaukee, 4 employees of the
and you don't know if
organization-
you're going to run it that day. You could just be
you come
working.
in and you check your sheet and you're like, and you're working in PR or whatever, and they're like, you got to run the race.
like someone in the front office could
yeah,
have to do it?
or a concession stand person.
Or
Really?
not a concession. I don't think it's a concession because it's
'Cause they're
separate
busy.
workers. It's people who work for the team. So like and usually for them it's an annoyance. For everyone else who's sitting out in the crowd, they're
It's
like
a
my
bucket list. I want to do it.
So we went down and we asked someone who worked because we were in town doing Comedians of Chelsea lately, and we asked somebody who worked because we knew the Cardinals were in town miraculously. We talked to
meant
Okendo,
to be.
we talked to McGuire, we're talking to a bunch of people, and then we say, hey, who's running the sausage race? And they're like, you guys want to do it? And we're like, come on. They're like, but you got to run it. You can't like fake it. And so I was like, well, what I'm going to do is, Randy, I'm going to fake an injury.
Jay went out in front and then faked like he had a hamstring injury, and I looked back as the Italian sausage and I helped him up, and we crossed the line together. The Italian and
And it
Polish
made it on
sausage.
Baseball Tonight.
Yeah, was
It did?
Yes.
That's what it's all about.
Phenomenal.
That's what it's all about.
Good time.
All right.
And
Miller,
if you're
Jay.
lucky, a baseball player named Randall Simon hits you in the head with a bat. as
Maybe.
you run
Or
by.
Milton Bradley.
That
Amazing.
happened. in
It did.
2003.
Remember,
Randall
he
Simon.
got arrested for it.
Did he really?
I saw his
That's
mugshot.
assault? Yeah.
Assault.
Okay, so this was sent in by Miller RJJDJ at Miller RJJDJ. Thank you so much. I want to remind people because sometimes I forget. You can send me these stories at Daniel Van Kirk, hashtag Dumb People Town. Make sure you do both of those things,
And you'll get
That's
'em.
how I find you. All right, ready?
Yep.
Let me read you the headline, which is probably all we would need to do a whole show on this
Let's
story.
hear it.
Lit herself on fire, hit officer in groin.
There you go.
Ooh.
That's a
That's going to
double.
win the $10,000 on America's Funniest Home Videos,
That's
right?
a double.
That's a hot foot.
which is more self-destructive? I actually
a
want to
great
know.
question.
Of
Lighting
those two
yourself on
things, Brody.
fire.
Yeah, lighting yourself on fire
or
or
hitting a police officer in the groin.
I would say hitting. I mean, you're kicking.
or hitting.
I mean, you got to stretch.
That's
You
a great question. Would you rather? I'm going to ask all three of you.
Would you rather
Okay, and
light-
keep breaking it down like you were. Would you rather light yourself on fire or
punch?
kick a police officer in the groin?
I would rather. I would say kick a police.
But you might go
Person.
to jail. You're not going to go to jail for setting yourself on
You set
fire.
yourself on fire, you're just an idiot.
yeah, but you go to jail. Even if you kick a cop in the nuts, you will get out of jail and you will still be yourself. If you light yourself on fire and you have burn marks for the rest of your life, that's
Well, what if I
That's
tell you
your-
it's
yeah.
just your arm?
Exactly.
just your arm.
Yeah, I'm not saying you got to engulf yourself like
In flames.
you're protesting the Vietnam War, but like,
Still, I think the burn. I mean, they're pretty equal.
Is he in uniform?
yep, this is an official police.
Makes a big difference.
I mean,
you
'cause
don't know it if it's just a regular guy in street clothes.
Yeah, you go to the Vegas and they have $20 to kick me
you
in the
call it
nuts. One
the
of those
Vegas?
Oh
guys.
yeah.
You know,
Undercover cops there, and you're like, boom, you're arrested. We need to get
Randy?
the numbers up. I think I would light myself on fire
I would definitely light myself
because
on fire.
I just don't want it on my record.
What?
You
that
light yourself
clean.
on
That's the
fire
thing.
is you want a clean sheet.
so am I the? And you said you'd.
You're
kick
the only one who would
I don't
kick
want
a
to say
cop.
I'm kicking a cop.
Wait,
No,
you'd
you
kick a
would
cop.
I'd kick a
Nobody's
cop.
saying you want to.
Is it a random police officer?
Yeah.
I'd kick him.
I'd
Oh,
kick
wow.
a.
And
I'd
this
kick
is not. We're not
I'd kick a
encouraging
meter
this,
maid.
but you got to think about it.
Is a meter maid a cop? I'd kick a meter
I
maid.
am not going.
Can
to
I
jail.
tell you? Can I tell you a crazy story? Just a quick crazy story about parking. Parking.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
our show.
What is it?
Yeah.
Meter maid. I mean, it's like a guy in a
Meter
car-
per. Yeah.
parking
Parking attendant.
Enforcement officer.
enforcement officer, right?
Parking
so,
Nazi.
So I parked for. I was
Sorry.
getting a coffee before I was coming over here to this place, and I was parked a little bit into the red.
Ooh.
I come out and there's a ticket on my car.
Are you serious?
Most of my cars. I swear to you,
How
most,
much, Jay?
like the front bumper was across a red.
Okay,
That's
no,
it.
not the wheel.
Not the wheel.
Oh,
front
wow.
bumper.
Yeah, I wouldn't think
How
you'd
much-
get one.
So they get 60,
Technically,
You are in the wrong.
You are in
But
the
still,
wrong.
I
but
just
still,
wouldn't think
$45 or $50, whatever, $60. So
it's going up.
That's
so
a Kangol cap.
it is. If you're LL Cool J, and I.
That's a Grammys part of a Grammys accessory.
if you're Bruce Arians. All right, so I I come
Cardinals.
I then go I'm like pulling in somewhere else because I have to mail or park somewhere, I forget. I park and I see a parking guy driving towards me,
Yeah.
and I know that my thing that I'm walking over to pay it, and he's like waving at me, and I'm so mad from the other one that I'm like, I'm coming in hot.
This
I'm
guy's gonna feel the wrath.
You
of the
are
other
on
person.
fire.
I'm gonna pay it. I'll pay it forward, the negativity into this guy's
That's
life.
nice.
Right? And I'm really pissed. And he pulls up, and I'm like, from far away, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to pay. It's not like I don't know how to pay. I'm like mad, right? He pulls up. It is the crossing guard from my kid's school, who is easily the nicest person I've ever met in my life. He is so nice. He hugs all the kids. He's the sweetest guy.
A little too long.
Oh.
And he's like, hey, it's a Wonderland parent. I'm like, hey, remember when I acted mad 20 seconds ago?
Oh.
Did you ask him if he could get rid of the ticket?
I was
Should've.
like, hey, man.
You
And
should've.
it felt really bad. And that has happened to me so many times. So I've come
It's just
in hot.
the answer is don't come in hot.
Yeah, you
Right.
can't do that.
Don't
So,
light yourself on. Jay, you lit yourself on fire.
But
and you
if
almost
given the
kicked
choice,
cop.
light myself on fire or kick that guy in the nuts, I would have kicked him in the nuts.
Not the crossing guard.
No, but
Crossing
the-
guard. Kick him in the nuts.
No,
Yeah.
that guy doesn't deserve
Kick him
it.
in the
telling
nuts.
you, we're not encouraging any violence against any police officers, but given the two, I'm not risking going to jail.
Nor am
Set
I.
me on
Light
fire.
yourself
I want to hear more
Yeah.
about this crazy
Okay.
lady.
We are in Hampton, New Hampshire. I don't feel like we've been there very often.
never.
Dumb people
Never.
talk. But it doesn't really matter because a Massachusetts person was arrested in Hampton. It's a woman, a Massachusetts woman, was arrested in Hampton over the weekend after police say she lit herself on fire in the back of a police cruiser, then kicked an officer in the groin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, if she's lighting herself on fire in the back of the cop
How
car,
does she have matches
who's
or
that
light-
kind of on?
on the cop?
A
Don't
little
give
bit,
her
right?
matches.
Do they check for lighters and
Don't
all
they
that?
say
Can't
empty
put
out-
you in there with a
But they
weapon.
say-
How do
They
they know?
check
Maybe
you.
she had it stuffed down her bra.
It's true. Brody's right.
There you go.
breast concealing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just like, hey, I may
Brody's
need this.
right.
But
Hashtag
either
me
way,
too.
either way,
Protection.
it's on them though, because that's their job is to, and they'll even tell you that like they're like, fuck. I
Do you
fucked that
have
up. I
anything
guarantee-
on you? Is there any?
Right, but you
please
can't
rem-
trust
Is
them.
there a lighter in your bra?
That thank you.
Right. That's a
That could be a pickup line at any bar.
that's a big blind.
Hey, I
First
read the
date
game.
question
I
right
read the
there.
game.
You know, if you're on a first date and you ask someone, "Do you have a lighter in your,
In your bra.
and the answer is yes,
You just don't want to follow that up
personally,
with I can.
date's over.
Yeah.
If you just don't want to follow that up with I can.
You're
Put,
like-
I can put one there.
You're like, what 7-Eleven do I need to drop you off at? This date is over.
right, that you're gonna rob." Jeanette Driscoll.
Yep.
Driscoll.
That's
JD.
absolutely who I thought it was going to be.
Maybe this is the JD part of at Miller
Driscoll.
JJ
Watch out.
Somewhere
Here we go.
Denny Green is up in heaven going, she is who we thought she was.
Jeanette
wanna
Driscoll.
crown her ass?
A
Crown her
lot of
ass.
Deep Arizona sports references. today.
Yes, Arizona State. Danny Green, good coach.
Jeanette Driscoll of Leominster. That's a place, guys.
Leo Minster.
Leo Minster.
Leo Minster.
Was charged with a host of crimes. Police say an officer encountered Driscoll Sunday at about 10:30 p.m. That is prime HBO showtime.
Yep, that's post 60 Minutes.
Yep.
And maybe Nadal's playing late at the
Yeah.
U.S.
Know.
Open. I don't
Stretching
know.
it out.
Near the
Kennebunkport, Maine.
Kennebunk Savings Bank
Yep.
at Winnicunnet Road.
Can we stop with these names?
I
Just-
can't. And you know what? Part of me wants to keep reading because people take it so personally that I've never heard where
Yeah,
you live before.
I've never heard
I'm
this
sorry.
before.
Kennebunkport, New Hampshire.
Kennebunkport,
Hampton,
Maine.
Yount.
Kennebunkport, Hampton, Yunt. Kennebunkport, Maine.
Driscoll was ordered to leave the area for loitering, but she refused officers' commands.
Yep.
How's that conversation go down?
Hey, ma'am, could you please clear the area out?
Nope.
No.
No,
Ma'am.
I'm not going.
No, you
Ma'am.
have to leave.
Ma'am.
10:30 on a Sunday, man.
Ma'am, you need to leave. You are loitering
This
right
is
now.
me
No.
telling my kids they have to go to bed.
Ma'am, please get out of the area.
Nope.
Ma'am,
Nope.
I'm a police officer and I'm telling you to do something. If you don't do it, you
We'll
will be,
forcibly take you
you
out
will
of the
be
area.
arrested and then you have no recourse whatsoever.
I'm going to go sleep in these hedges.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
I could see that. Yeah, you got to listen to law and authority.
No,
Law-
I don't.
Well, you know what?
What?
I'm going to get more commands. I'm going to bring more officers down here. I'm going to bring meter maids,
We don't just-
crossing guards.
It's not just commands. We'll take action. It's
I'm looking for my ATM card.
Nope. Ma'am,
you're not.
You cannot do that.
What are the
No more-
handling fees?
$4
Can
for
I
an
borrow
exchange.
your ATM card?
No,
you cannot.
ma'am, you may not. You need to get
Going
out.
back to the hedges.
I'm just
No,
at
get out of
7-Eleven
there.
paying my bills. Money smart.
Ma'am, I need you to leave.
She was ordered to leave the area for loitering. Oh, like, what are you doing around a bank at 10:30 at night on a Sunday?
You're waiting for it to open on Monday.
Yeah. You just want to get that early slot.
Yeah.
Be the
Yeah.
first
You
one
don't
up.
like waiting in line.
First
Did
one
you
up.
did any of you guys ever do the banks where if you go through the drive-through, maybe this is only in Rochelle, they have like the little tubes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sucks
yeah.
it up. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Oh, do they
You're
still
like,
do that?
Yes.
They don't, right?
St. Louis, they do it. St. Louis,
But
they still do
in
it.
LA,
Yeah.
no.
Elon Musk invented that.
No way.
Yep. it's
That's how he's going to
boring.
send you to Mars. So you get in a tube, you
And then
you
that
swivel
sound.
the top.
Yep. And then it sucks it up, and then they send back like 2 lollipops.
Yeah.
And you were like, as a kid, you were thrilled.
I loved it.
Great
I used to
stuff.
beg my mom to not go in the one closest to the
Yeah, 'cause you
bank
wanna see it
because
travel
there
the
was no
farthest.
thing.
Yeah.
The movie Tron was based on that.
Really?
Yep. Little Jeff Bridges was driving. Was it Jeff Bridges in that,
I
or
think
Yes.
it was Tiny Jeff Bridges.
there you go?
Shetland Jeff Bridges.
Son of Lloyd, brother of Bo.
Son of Lloyd, brother
Of Bo. Lloyd Bridges, don't you know?
We own that. Just so
Yeah.
everybody's listening.
FYI, we own
own
the
it.
rights.
Quote, officers placed her in custody. Driscoll became agitated during the arrest and struggled to get into the cruiser. The way they write it is
By the
so
way,
she's having a hard time getting into
She doesn't know how to get into a car.
like when you're trying to remember we've talked about this so much. When you're trying to get your drunk friend to leave somewhere to get in the car and they're like, wait a second.
Wait a
They're like,
second.
no, get in the car.
She's like holding
Guys,
the side of
guys,
the door, not letting
let me
them
tell
push
you
her
guys
head
a quick
in.
story.
No,
No.
we do not want to hear a story.
I'll get in, but you got to tell me a quick story.
Turned into an abduction.
By the cops.
She's fighting.
The
you know?
cops are trying to push her head down into the things.
I
They're
like
"Nah,
if she
wait,
couldn't
wait,
find the door handle and they let her work it out
She's
herself.
just struggling with it, guys.
Yes. They placed her into custody. She struggles getting into the cruiser. Hampton police said in a statement, while being transported to the police station, Jeanette Driscoll managed to light her clothes on fire
No.
Political protest.
There you go.
against herself.
That's how they do it. You saw the cover of Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
That's how they do it. They're
Randy-
making a statement.
Randy was just at Burning Man. This
Yes,
is
I
Burning
was.
Woman.
This
was
is Burning
Yeah,
Woman.
they're burning her. in
Not as
effigy.
good of an event, I
By the
don't
way,
think.
Burning Man was, and I've talked about, was pretty amazing. It
Well,
was pretty crazy.
I think we should have you at this next
I'll tell
trip.
a
Oh no! For the next drip,
Okay, so here's
You'll
what I'm
just
gonna do.
tell- no.
I want
The
to tell a
next
little
strip is-
story here, and you can get the rest of it on the next.
Okay,
If you,
and then
if
we'll go back
subscribe
into
to
this
the
and
drip.
wrap it up.
Okay, so I was. All right. Okay, so I'm going to get my hair washed because that's just something you do
At Burning Man?
at Burning Man. There was like a tent that they're like, "We'll wash your hair for you." By the way, I got a flat tire on my bike, and someone was like, "I'll fix it for you." They had like a tent where they're fixing bikes, and he fixed my bike for me. Unbelievable! Like, just did it for free.
Right.
Did because that's the way it is.
Wow.
People are
Community.
so nice, bro. You would love it there. People, I don't think you'd like the dust, but people are so nice, so nice. It's unbelievable. So you go get your hair washed, and we're sitting around, we're talking to people. And we're sitting in the waiting area, and they're like, "Come on, this isn't like a regular waiting area. Talk to the people around you. Find someone you've never spoken to before, and talk to the people." So we got into a little circle, and people are all sharing things about them that are interesting. And the woman next to me is like, "This is fascinating." She was like, "We said, what's interesting about you?" She's like, "Well, I just turned 50. I just lost my job 2 months ago. I just got divorced 3 months ago. I'm a virgin." I was like, "Wait a
She
minute,
got
how are you?"
divorced.
It's like, "How are you married all this long and you're still a virgin?" I guess that's amazing that you made that work for that long. She's like, "So I came to Burning Man." I'm like, "Incredible."
Man,
She's-
I don't want you to. I want you to save all this.
Yeah.
They said,
save
"Hold on,
this.
I've got so much more." So she was like, "I came to Burning Man," and she's like, "Then my friend at my camp last night took me to the Orgy Dome."
all right,
Whoa.
leave it at that.
Come on, dude.
leave it at
Come
that.
on.
Took
No.
me to
You're
the
giving away
Orgy
too
Dome.
much.
Orgy Dome.
You don't understand how to hold out the punchline.
Was
of
Tina
something.
Turner there?
You want to give more?
Rand,
Why don't
no.
you just tell the end of the
No,
story
no,
and then not?
no.
Let me
Because
just.
I'm going to ask you so many things, and there's already. I don't want to. I can't.
Dude, the rest of the story is on this week's trip.
Okay.
You
Fine.
went to
Our next
Burning
week's
Man.
trip.
Wow, that's
Burning
like
Man.
going to one of those
It's like
secret
being on
conferences.
Tatooine. It was like somewhere else. It was
Okay.
like I was in
All right,
another
find
world.
out what happened to this virgin
can't wait.
who just got divorced at age 50 who showed up at Burning
and
Man.
if you think that's the
on
only
trip.
story you're telling, like I'm going to
I
make
got
you
more.
dig in
I got more.
so deep.
I
Okay,
got
let's
more.
get back to
How's
this.
the parking there?
Pretty good. Actually, pretty good.
A lot of open
Pretty good.
space.
Yeah. Hey.
Took
Okay.
F to the 413.
You got it. Universal Station.
So while being transported, Jeanette
Union.
Driscoll managed to light her clothes on fire. I love like too that
Burning
like
woman.
yeah, she managed to do it. Like no, guys, she had a lighter or matches on her. Also, do you
She
think she took her
managed.
clothes? No, she didn't take them off. Here's
No,
why.
because it was burning on top of her.
The officer, this is my favorite part of the story. Just if you were driving by and saw this, the officer transporting her pulled the cruiser over and had to remove her from the vehicle and roll her around on the ground to extinguish the flames.
Sounds like assault.
For also, by the way, good move on his part. He was like, "We got to get you out."
We're gonna stop, drop, and roll.
We're
the
gonna
side
roll
of this
you
interstate.
over.
he had to probably because she's cuffed, right?
Yes.
So he has to. He's like out there rolling her around like a
But
rug.
by the way, he also is going to be like in danger of getting lit on fire. He's pulling her out.
Well, he had to get her out of that car.
If you can't take the heat, get out of the back of the cop car.
Driscoll was treated at the Portsmouth Regional Hospital, then transported to the Hampton Police Station, so she didn't get that burned, where police said she kicked an officer in the groin. At what point are you like, Jeanette, stop it.
Stop it.
Well, you just
Stop
rolled her around.
Yeah.
We just put a fire out on you, and this is how you repay us?
Yes.
She's dizzy. Her equilibrium's off. She's just trying to get her balance.
Brody, you need to
I
be
thought-
her lawyer.
I
You
thought-
are Jeanette Driscoll's lawyer.
That, by the way, is a great case to make.
Brody,
I'm just
an
trying to
excuse
walk.
machine. Yes.
You know, I dare say, Your
taking
Honor,
giant steps.
dare say, Your Honor, if the police officer hadn't rolled her around so much, she wouldn't have been so dizzy, hence probably not have accidentally kicked them in the groin. So
I
who's
rest
really
my-
to blame?
I rest my
what,
case.
what if her lawyer was Ronald T. Justice? Your Honor, may I approach the bench?
My name is Stephen Brody Stevens, and you will address
That's
me as
such.
Yes.
I am
You
Ronald T.
don't. You don't need to
Justice.
be in cuffs unless you're into that sort of thing.
My client.
That's your ad right there.
Well, that's the one that you had.
Brody
on the
Stevens,
radio.
you don't need to be in cuffs unless
Let's
you're
get
into that sort of thing. Brody Stevens,
But that's
attorney
the
at law.
that's from Darren Kafanoki. I don't know free ads, but that was from it's a popular thing. I am stealing that bit.
Okay,
But
you
it's-
stole
it was a good pull.
It was a good pull.
That's what it was homage.
Your Honor, I may submit that my client here did not kick that officer in the
My
groin.
client had rolled around and in her dizziness.
Let me submit that officer's groin went on to my client's foot.
Not the other way around.
A knee would be probably actually more hurtful.
A knee
Oh,
would be
yeah, a
hurtful.
lot more.
You know, so what's the intent there? Maybe it was just to it was like a reaction. You knee somebody, that's some aggression.
By the way, you see a groin coming at you, you might want to kick that thing out of the way.
I just
Hey, in
think
this Me Too
at
moment.
some point, if I was a cop, I would have looked at Jeanette and been like, when is it going to stop?
What more do we need? We just helped you.
We got you away from a
We
dangerous
asked you to leave, you wouldn't. We
Right.
we cuffed you up. Fine. We put you in the car.
You set
lit
yourself on fire.
We
We
put
put
the
you
fire out.
Yeah.
She
and now
is,
you kick us? It's like when you're telling your kid, I've seen people do this, and I'm sure you guys have done it.
every
This day
decision-
is for you.
Right.
Do you think this is what we want to be doing
Do you think
today?
I want
I've
to
said
be
that
here?
so
when
many
they
times.
push you so far? So like,
think I
Jeanette,
wanna be
do you
here?
think I wanted to put you out?
No, I did not. And she the whole time as she's rolling around, she's like, "It's lit, yo. It's lit, yo.
it's lit, yo. It's lit.
We own that too.
Yeah.
Driscoll was charged with assault, loitering, and trespassing. She was released on $10,000 bond pending an arraignment on October 2nd in Seabrook District Court, in case any townies want to go.
Drop
I
in.
want townies show up.
We're going to get out of here on this. I'm going to ask you guys. Brody, you are our friend and our guest. You
Yes.
can decide if you want to go first, Tig, which is second, or third. In a game of Guess the Age, how old do you think Jeanette Driscoll is?
Too much fun leaves marks in life. Living hard, you'll pay the price. Who is gonna get it right? Guess the age. Guess the age.
Based on what we know,
Do you
want
want
to
to go first,
second,
Tig,
or
or
third?
third?
I'll go Tig.
Okay, go Tig. All
Radio
right.
Jason, who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Jason
She's
Sklar's
39.
39 years old.
Yes.
Sunday night, pissed off, mad at kids that she doesn't speak to anymore.
That's right.
It's their
Grandkids.
fault.
She has grandkids in the
She
mix.
might.
Yeah.
She
She's
might.
39.
First of all, she got a deep voice from
think?
all the smoking.
Yeah.
Second of all, she's 29.
I'm on fire.
Yeah.
Can I get the name again? First name?
Jeanette Driscoll.
Jeanette's kind of an older name.
Okay.
I'm gonna say over 40. Somebody said 39.
Yeah,
So
pick
just
a
pick a
number.
name.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It's not Price is Right. It's straight up no matter what.
I'm gonna say in honor of Jackie Robinson, 42.
There you go.
42.
She's
Okay.
doing the number proud.
All right. Randy
Randy, what do you
Sklar.
got?
She's
I
a
said 29.
trailblazer.
I said
29?
She looks like she's 42. I got a 29. Jay's
Okay.
got a 39, and Brody's got a 42.
All right, we're going to get out of here on this, and I'll show her picture right after I say it.
Which will be on the Facebook page.
We'll say goodbye to all of you. Before we do that, I've decided I like doing this.
By the way, Brody said he wanted to go second, and I went second. I apologize.
No, you went third.
did go third.
Yeah, you went 42.
Okay,
man,
fine.
somebody's still at Burning
Sorry,
Man over
man.
here.
Jesus, I'm out of it.
More stories to come on the
Before we give the age, does anybody have any plugs?
Yeah,
Sometimes
Brody,
we do it at the very end, and I
Brody,
think
what do
people
you-
are gone.
Yeah.
We should tell them now.
I'll be in Detroit on October 2nd at the L Club, doing a
Nice.
little tour.
Nice.
Detroit.
Where can people check all the dates of your tour? At BrodyStevens.com?
BrodyStevens.com. We need to update it, but Brody is me friend on Twitter, all those places. But yes, Brody
is
Stevens.
me friend.
Based off Tony and Mr. Lee, my busboys in New York City. Brody, you good guy, you me friend.
Yo,
It's
me
an
friend.
homage.
Brody is me friend.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. That's what it was.
I love it. I think it's so
Jason
funny.
Moran?
You can see us
In Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Well, first of all, this is going to drop. Is this going to drop this Friday?
I believe so,
Okay,
yes.
so you can see us and Dan at the Improv
Yes.
on Saturday night, the Hollywood Improv on the 8th. Saturday night, see us there doing a headlining set of comedy there. Then
which is rare for LA. So if you're in LA town, you
gets
got
a chance to
be there.
see us do a 40-minute set and Dan do a set of comedy.
Yep.
And then you can see us in Ann Arbor, Michigan. We have 4 shows, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday on the 20th and 21st. So you can see us there in the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase, which
Friday
is
and Saturday.
downtown Friday and Saturday night. Then you can see us in Denver. We'll be actually in Boulder on October 3rd.
That's a Wednesday.
And Denver Downtown Comedy Works the rest of the weekend, one of the best clubs ever. And then we're going to do a live Dumb People Town at the ATC, All Things Comedy Festival in Phoenix. All these dates are on superscholars.com. You can check that out. Then Austin. And then we've got dates in the new year. We'll be coming to San Diego in January. We're going to be coming to where in February? We got Portland.
Yeah,
what are we doing?
Portland, back in Portland.
Back
to
in
Helium.
Portland. Haven't been to Helium in a while. Portland at the beginning of February. And then I think we're going to come back and do Salt Lake City again. Maybe do a live Dumb People Town there. There you go. Check it out. We'll get it going.
And I have a
Brody?
special on iTunes and Amazon, Brody Stevens Live at the Main Room, so you can see me doing my late night spot at the Comedy Store. That's on there. I do have more shows. I'm inspired. Things are happening.
I love you, Brody. I freaking love you so much, and I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you. I'll be in Glendale, Arizona in March.
Nice.
Love it.
All right, we're going to get into this. I want to tell people really quickly, you can come to my Together tour. The legs are being announced right now. I'll be starting on the 18th of September, and then I'm going to Houston, Austin, Dallas, Lafayette, Baton Rouge. It's the Daniel Van Kirk Together Tour. Go to danielvankirk.com. That website should be up and running now, or just follow me on Twitter and Facebook. You can get all the information there.
All right. I'm
Okay,
dying
ready?
to find out how old this woman
No,
is.
remember,
Sure.
I said, Brody said 42, Jay said 39, I said 29.
Yep.
Jeanette Driscoll.
Jeanette Driscoll, the woman who likes to hang out at the bank on a Sunday night, refuses to leave, sets herself on fire, gets rolled around in the grass, then kicks a police officer in the groin.
It's a perfect night.
Checking your balance.
So if you ask her which one she'd rather do, the answer is both.
Uh-huh.
She is 19 years old.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow. This is a
And
woman
she
with
looks
a lot
mad.
of life ahead of her.
That's a mad 19.
She's like, what? That's the face of every 19. What?
That's what her face. Her face is going. What?
She is lashing out.
Lashing
Yeah.
out at America.
She can be in a Bo Burnham movie.
She could be at a
She
Bo Burnham.
could be,
Bo,
yeah.
That's Bo Burnham's next movie, 19.
19.
Started at 13 and went 6
No,
years.
no,
What
old.
would that be?
19.
13th grade.
13th grade.
13th grade. That's a DBT mini with the great Brody.
Although 19 with this
Yes.
girl, 19, she's probably still a senior.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I mean? All right, Brody Stevens, there you go. Minnie, down. Have a great weekend, everybody. And oh shit, we got to get back to work.
Dum 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 dum. Stick around, make a sound, hunker down. It's Dumb People Town.
It's a good show.